Hello and welcome to We Poets. My name is Sally Baker and I'm the host of We Poets. We Poets is a poetry show for boys and girls between the ages of 6 and 13. So if you would like to be on the program, please have your parents or your school teacher call me. I'm always looking for new boys and girls to come. Also, we train middle school kids and high school kids between the ages of 13 and 19 how to be our television technicians, and they produce our programs and earn high school credit. Tonight, our interns come from El Cerrito High School, and they have to give us a commitment of coming for 1 year to learn how to produce our program. So if you would like to be an intern, please call me. And last but not least, we're always looking for adult guests to come and tell boys and girls and teenagers something about their jobs and careers. And tonight our special guest is Mr. Joseph Savage. He is the co-founder of Soul Shop in Oakland, California, and he's going to come on the second half of the program and tell us all about bullying. So here we go with our first poet. Hello, young lady.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
I'm good.
Great. Could you tell us your name and how old you are and what grade you're in school, looking right there at camera 3, please?
My name is Olivia, and I'm 8, and I go to Oxford.
And what do you like best about being in your classroom?
I like reading
And why is it important that you and other boys and girls learn how to read?
because you can learn new things.
That's right. And tonight we're going to be talking about bullying on school buses. Have you ever been bullied on a school bus or at school?
No.
Oh, I'm glad. But you've written me a nice poem about bullying, right?
Yes.
What's the name of your poem?
The name of my poem is called Stand Up for Each Other.
Okay, look right there at camera 3 and let's hear it nice and loud, please.
Cry, cry, cry. I hear someone cry. I go over and see her lying there, bruised up, knee scratched, arm bleeding, fallen girl, tripped by someone. As I take her to get cleaned up, I think in my head, why does someone do such a thing? It does not matter how we are, but it does matter how we act. We should not be bullies, we should stand up for each other. As soon as she was done, we went out and the bully caught my eye. I went over and said, it is not a nice thing to hurt people. Next time, ask to play. She did no harm. The bully went over and said sorry, and we forgave her, and played together.
Great, let's clap. Wasn't that a good poem? Nice, that was a wonderful poem. How long did it take you to write that poem?
About 3 days.
About 3 days. Oh, that's very nice. Have you submitted any of your poems to any contests?
No.
No, not yet, but I bet you will. Now tell me some more about yourself. What did you do fun this past summer?
I went to LA to see my grandparents and my cousin Maria.
Good. What did you do while you were there?
I did a lot of swimming, and I went to this vacation Bible school, and I learned a lot of new things there, and you get to do like arts and crafts and stuff.
What's your favorite art and craft that you did there?
I liked making like boxes and you make like holes in them, and you put a glow stick in, and the glow stick shines through them.
Oh, how nice. Have you given any to your friends as gifts or to your parents?
No.
Oh, maybe you should. That sounds like an interesting project. Now, when you graduate from high school and college, what kind of career do you think you'd like to pursue? What would you like to be? What kind of work would you like to do?
I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure yet, but I'm sure you'll find out. Well, you did a very good job. We're going to hear from you the second half of the program, okay?
Okay.
And I really liked your poem. Let's give her another round of applause. And now we have our second poet, a handsome young man, and he's going to tell us all about himself. Hello, young man.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Good.
Good. Can you look there at camera 3 and tell us your name and how old you are and what grade you're in, please?
My name is Gurpratap, and I am in 3rd grade.
And how old are you?
And I'm 8 years old.
Good. Is this your first time on TV?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to do a wonderful job, and you look so handsome in this red. Red's a good color for TV. Now, have you ever been bullied?
Yeah.
Where was that, at school or on the bus, or where were you bullied at?
at the school in the classroom.
Could you tell us what the bully did or said to you that was mean?
He said, you're dumb. And I went to the teacher and said he's saying, and then he had a conversation with the principal.
And what happened? Did the principal tell his parents?
The principal tell him, and even I came there, and I tell what he did, and then he was crying like little, crying, and then now he acts very kind.
Now he acts kind to you? And he apologized to you?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you did the right thing to go tell the teacher, the principal, and your parents about it. And I hope that you aren't bullied anymore. Did he stop bullying you?
Yeah.
And nobody else has bullied you, right?
No.
Oh, I'm glad. I was bullied on the bus too. One day I was going to the TV station and a teenage girl bullied me. And I had to go to the police when I got off the station and report her because she was going to beat me up. So that happens to adults too. Now, what poem have you written for me tonight?
My poem name is Be an Ally, and to be an ally, you have to be kind. You have to change your language. Do not fight. Use kind words like thank you, sorry, you're welcome. Act with kindness. Be everyone's friend. Be peaceful and nonviolent like Gandhi and Martin Luther King.
Good. Let's clap. Wasn't that a wonderful poem? Very nice. Very nice. How long did it take you to write that poem?
2 days.
2 days. Well, you did a wonderful job. Have you submitted any of your other poems in any contests?
No.
Well, I bet you will. You did a real good job. Now tell me, when you graduate from high school and college, what kind of work would you like to do?
Doctory.
A doctor? Oh, do you think you'd like to be a doctor for children or adults or both?
Adults.
Adults. Do you like to go to the doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not afraid to get shots? Oh, I'm afraid to get a shot. Whenever the doctor gives me a shot, I almost faint. I'm afraid of needles. Now, anything else you'd like to tell me about you? What did you do this summer that was fun?
I went to Santa Cruz.
Oh, what did you do in Santa Cruz?
In Santa Cruz, I walked on the boardwalk, and there were lots of rides. And my dad was, my dad, my sister, and my mom, and we rided with my dad's friend and his family.
Ooh, that was fun, wasn't it? Anything else you did this summer?
Yeah.
What else?
In Santa Cruz, we went on the beach. There were like lots of waves. It was so cold, and we were playing. And it was lots of fun.
Oh, good. Well, you did a wonderful job, and you're going to come on the second half of the program and ask Mr. Savage some questions. So thank you very much. Let's give him another round of applause. And now we have a pretty young lady. She's going to tell us all about herself. Hello, young lady.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm just hanging in there. Could you look at camera 3 here and tell us your name and how old you are and what grade you're in, please?
My name's Fiona. I'm 9 years old, and I go to Oxford Elementary.
Good. Is this your first time on TV?
Yes,
Are you nervous?
a little.
Oh, you're going to do just fine. And I see you're wearing braces.
Yeah.
I used to wear braces too, and I just hated it. I hated it when I'd go and the old dentist would tighten them up. Does he tighten yours up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now we're going to talk about bullying. Have you ever been bullied?
No.
Oh, I'm glad you haven't been bullied. But you've written us a nice poem tonight about bullying, right?
Yes.
What's the name of your poem?
Peace turtle.
Okay, look right there and let's hear it nice and loud, please.
Wobble, fall, shatter. No, I hear someone cry. I ran up the stairs and opened the door. There was glass shattered on the floor and a small girl crying on a sofa. I leapt over the glass and sat on the sofa next to her. What happened? I asked. My sister broke my glass turtle with the word peace carved into her. I'm so sorry, I say. I start to cry too. I go to my house and get to work. I get wood and carve a turtle with the word friendship in her. The next day, I put it on the girl's desk. She comes over and hugs me.
Oh, how nice. Let's clap. Wasn't that great? Very nice. How long did it take you to write that nice poem?
2 days.
2 days. Good for you. Do you like to write?
Yeah.
Have you submitted any of your poems for any contest?
No.
Not yet, but I bet you will. Now tell us some more about you. What did you do fun this past summer?
Me and my family went on a road trip.
Where did you go?
We went to New York and my mom's old home,
Where was her old home? What state?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. How was the weather in Chicago?
Good.
Good. And so what were fun things you did there?
Well, there was a parade for 4th of July,
Ooh,
and it was really fun.
really fun. Did you go to another state?
I don't think so.
You don't think so. Now tell us some more about yourself. What do you like to do for fun?
I like writing and reading.
What kind of books do you like to read?
Wings of Fire.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Now, when you graduate from high school or college, what kind of job would you like to have?
Teacher.
Teacher. Do you want to teach little children or middle school children or high school kids or adults?
Little kids.
Why little kids?
Um,
You think they'd be easier to
Yeah.
get along with, right?
and
Right.
it's just fun.
Yeah, it's just fun. Do you play a musical instrument?
I play guitar.
Oh, what kind of music do you play?
All kinds.
All kinds. And where do you perform?
Well, I don't really perform. I go to my teacher's house.
Oh, good. And get your lessons there?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Maybe about bullying or just anything?
Not really.
Not really. Well, you did a wonderful job for your first time, and we're going to hear you the second half of the program when Mr. Savage comes on and tells us about bullying on buses and in school classrooms and other places. So you can ask him a few questions, okay?
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. Let's give her another round of applause. Welcome back to the second half of We Poets. I'm Sally Baker, the host. I would now like to introduce you to my very special guest for tonight, and his name is Joseph Savage. He is the co-founder of Soul Shop in Oakland, California, and he's going to tell us all about this wonderful agency, and we're going to talk about bullying. Hi, Mr. Savage. How are you
Hello.
tonight?
I'm great, thanks. Thanks for bringing me back.
I'm so glad you could come back, and we did a wonderful show last week, and the children really enjoyed your presentation, and so did I. So why don't you tell us about co-founding Soul Shop and what it is?
It started with being a teacher and just seeing a need for us to address how we get along at schools and how we work together and how we can stop bullying and how we can take care of each other and just create a culture that's a learning culture.
Good. And what grade did you teach?
I taught 5th grade and 6th grade.
Wonderful. Here in the Bay Area?
Yeah, all over the Bay Area.
All over the Bay Area. And do you go out to various schools where and give your presentations?
Oh, we go out all over the Bay Area. We do workshops, we do assemblies, we do teacher trainings, parent trainings. Yeah.
All that good stuff. Do you have children?
No, when I got married, we were both teachers and we decided that was enough.
That was enough. I've interviewed thousands of children. Yes. So now let's talk about bullying. My
Okay.
first question is, could you please go over the reasons that people bully from our last show?
Okay, so if you remember from our last show, we talked about the balloon. And one of the reasons why someone would bully somebody is because either they've been bullied or they have something going on inside of them. We call that something in their balloon. Maybe they've been bullied, maybe they've been teased, maybe they've been hurt, maybe they're just sad, maybe they're just upset, maybe they have a lot of anger. And they don't know what to do with it. And so they want to get it out. And oftentimes they don't know how to do that, so they take it out on someone else.
Usually somebody else who's maybe appears to be smaller or weaker or shy.
Yeah, or just sometimes they take it out on their parents. Sometimes they take it out on in themselves. Sometimes we bully ourselves.
Really?
Yeah.
How do we bully ourselves?
We
I've
tell
never
each
heard
other
that.
we can't do it. We tell each other we're no good. We tell ourselves something's wrong with me. I can never do it. I'm not good enough.
Oh, I never thought about it like that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Were you a bullier?
To my brother, yes, but to nobody else.
But to nobody else. And were you bullied?
By my dad, yeah, quite a bit. My dad would come home from work and be really angry from work and just find a way to take it out on me and my brother.
Oh, dear, dear. And you still remember that?
Well, yeah, this is something you never forget.
You never forget. No, no. Now, if someone is not physically bullying someone, say just using mean words, couldn't they just ignore it?
That's kind of hard to do when you're 8 years old or 9 years old or 10 years old. For you and me, we might just be able to, yeah, whatever. You know, but for a younger child, it's hard. So they have to have the skills. And I have a couple of skills I brought.
Okay.
Okay, so the first skill is called the flow. And that's when someone, you're not in danger of getting physically hurt, but somebody is what's called verbally bullying you.
Right.
So they say something against you, like, you know, you're ugly or you're stupid or whatever, and you just kind of let it flow off of you. But how you do that is you just respond, but you don't respond aggressively. You respond with just like, thank you, or that's great. So we're going to try it, okay?
Okay.
We tried it last time. This is the one skill we brought up last time, so we'll do it again. Now, all you say is thank you. And if I say something else, you say thank you again. If I
Okay.
say something else, you say thank you again.
Oh.
And you just keep saying that until I'm like so frustrated I
Then
go
you
on.
quit.
Right. So
Okay.
you don't know anything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but do you hear what I said? You're stupid.
Well, thank you.
What? You don't even know how to even think.
Thanks again.
You see, there's no place for me to go when you
Oh,
do
yeah.
that. Yeah.
If I just ignore you,
Well, it's
let
not,
it
you're
flow
not
off.
really ignoring. You're just letting it flow.
Flow.
Yeah. So you're not taking it in, and that's very hard when you're 8 or 9 or 10.
Right.
So it's the idea of really practicing that and just practicing that, and so you find that you get a little bit of a power from it. You know, there's a little strength that you get from just you're standing up to it, but you're not fighting it. So that's called the flow.
Okay. Now, what's the radar?
Well, the radar. Once you ask me question 3, I think that might help us.
Very good. How can kids avoid bullying in the first place?
Well, we were talking earlier about bullying on the bus, and when you're on the bus, you're kind of stuck.
Yes.
So if someone's bullying on the bus, sometimes you're stuck there.
That's
So
right.
the idea is find a seat that works.
Oh.
But let's just say radar works better when you're kind of out in the world.
Oh.
And you keep your eye on, like, where's a place I should not go?
Oh, yes.
Now, oftentimes, kids will do this. They'll be bullied at a certain place, and for some reason, they go there again. You know, we'll ask them, why did you go back? I don't know. So the idea is radar is kind of your own system you have inside in your gut. When you get that gut feeling that this place is dangerous, leave it.
Leave it.
The sad part about being on a bus is like you can't leave
get
it.
up and leave,
You can't
yes.
get up and leave.
Right.
So who do you sit next to? Where do you go? Do you sit next to somebody that's a little bigger, that can help you out? But radar is just using your own radar system, which we all have right in here. You feel it when you're in danger, and getting out of there, get yourself safe.
Now, should a child go tell the bus driver?
Well, we're going to get onto that. That's going to
Okay.
be the last one enough, and I'm going to teach us how to do that. But the
Okay.
idea for the flow and the radar and the express is finding ways they can actually stand up for themselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's the idea of this. And then enough is when you've had enough. But let's
had
go
enough.
on to the next question.
Okay.
That'll kind of explain express.
Alrighty. Is there a time when kids should stand up to the person bullying, and how do they do that?
Well, oftentimes we say to them, stand up to them. Okay. but they don't know how to do that. And when standing up to them is when you're not in super danger, that you feel like, hey, I'm going to be able to stand up and I'm not going to get hurt if I stand up to them. So I just told you to get out of there with radar.
Right.
And now I'm telling you to stay there. So get out of there when it's super dangerous. Stay there when you feel like you can stand up, and it's what you need to do with this is practice it first. So if it's okay, we're going to practice it. Okay, so your words are, I need respect, leave me alone.
Okay.
Over and over until I stop. Okay. So Sally, you don't know well, let's pick on something else. So, Sally, and even though this is beautiful, I'm just going to say it's ugly, okay? Just because I got a full balloon and I just need to get it out. So Allie, what you're wearing is really ugly today. Sally, what you're wearing is really ugly today.
Listen, I need respect. Leave me alone.
I'm not going to leave you alone.
I said I need respect. Leave me alone.
I don't care what you need.
Leave me alone. I need respect.
Beautiful. That's how you do it. Now, in order for that to work, that has to be practiced. So if I was the adult working with my child, I would be the person bullying, and I would practice that with them, and I would switch that back and forth, so they get to bully me.
Oh, good.
Which is very fun for them.
Yes.
Okay. And then they get to bully me, and then I stand up, and then we practice it back and forth until we get it.
Good.
If they're getting frustrated with this, don't keep doing it. Give them a break and then come back to it. Some kids are just really shy and this is not their thing. But if we can practice it with them, eventually they can start to learn to express themselves and stand up for themselves. And it works.
Good, good, good,
Yeah.
good. Now let's see. Is there a way to approach an adult when the bullying becomes too much and the person bullying just won't stop?
Well, oftentimes what we hear kids say is, I told the adults and they didn't do anything.
Oh, yes.
Because oftentimes we come running up right into their face and da 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 da, and then we're like, ah. Because if you're a teacher and you work in a school, you know what I'm talking about. You have a million things on your mind.
I'm sure.
And oftentimes the bus driver has so much going on, and we come right up to them. So how you approach an adult makes a big, huge difference in what effective they have with it. Okay, so it sounds like this. Excuse me, can I tell you something that's going on? Somebody is getting hurt, or I'm getting hurt. So you let them know someone's getting hurt. Don't just come up to the adult and just blast what's going on, because they're just like, great, great, now go sit down.
Right.
Because it's just too many things going on. So it sounds something like, excuse me, can I talk to you? I see someone's getting bullied, or I'm getting bullied, and it's happening over and over. I tried to stop it, but I can't anymore. I need your help. And adults love to hear that.
Oh, they do.
I need your help.
I need your
Everybody
help.
loves to hear
Yes.
that. Yeah. And so that's, part of the way we stand up, part of the way when we've had enough and we can't take it anymore.
Now, did you have something else here you wanted to show?
Yeah.
And maybe
I'm
give to
gonna-
the children
for
to
the kids that are
take back
coming
to
here,
school?
we're going to give this. This is one of our assemblies that we teach all of this, and we practice it with the kids.
Oh, okay.
And so, we go through all of these skills. And the teachers are there, the principal's there, the whole school is there.
Oh.
We try to include the custodians, the cafeteria people. So
Everybody.
they get this, yeah. Because oftentimes people are really into punishing the bully.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just making it worse. And we're finding a way to, understand that the bully has a full balloon. And how can we actually take care of them and take care of ourselves too.
Good.
And I'm going to just remind anybody listening to this, when you do stand up to bullying, remember if somebody is bullying you, something's going on with them. It's usually not you.
Right.
It's
them.
usually something else happening, and it makes it easier to stand up. It gives you a little more courage to stand up.
Right. Now, tell us, what are some of these different classes that you teach?
We just go through
Workshops?
These are workshops, and these are assemblies that we do. We do one grade level at a time because they're very different for each grade level.
yes.
To talk about bullying with kindergartners, we never mention bullying because once we talk about it, then they try it out.
Oh,
But with the younger ones, we teach them just how to stand up for each other, and then the older ones, we get a little deeper with them.
oh yeah. Well, now we're out of time, so the kids
Okay.
are going to come on. So boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Our 3 poets are coming on, and they have questions for Mr. Savage. We'll be back in just a moment. And now our poets have joined us, and they have questions for Mr. Savage, so here we go.
Why did he think of telling kids not to bully?
I saw it happening over and over again, and I thought, well, somebody should do something about that. And I kept saying, somebody should do something. So finally, it was like, I guess that's me.
You're it. Okay, very good. Next question.
Have you ever been bullied in school?
Yeah, I remember in 6th grade, all of a sudden, one of the guys told everybody not to hang out with me. I didn't make the basketball team, so I lost my friends.
Oh,
Yeah, and it took a while. I ended up getting other friends, so it took a while. But I remember it very well.
oh yes. Okay, next question.
How long have you been teaching?
I guess you'll have to do the math. I think since I graduated from college in 1978, and I've been teaching since then. So I don't know how many years that is. More than years when I want to tell.
What college did you graduate from?
Bowling Green State University in Ohio.
In Ohio?
yeah,
Were you born in Ohio and raised in Ohio?
Born and raised in Ohio, and then I came here and finished my degree at San Francisco State.
Great. I come from Iowa.
Oh,
Very
wow.
cold states. Right, right. Didn't the children do nice with their poems? Would you like to tell them something?
Amazing, okay? Those are beautiful, and so simple too, and just really clear. And like you told a story in just a few lines. It was really beautiful.
Yes, and we're going to publish a second book of poems, and I want them to leave their poems with me tonight, and we're going to put their poems in our second book of poetry. They did a wonderful job. I'm so proud of them, and I want them to go back to school on Monday and tell their classmates. I'm going to interview the rest of the classmates that want to be on. Would you like that? Yes. Okay, any parting words? You'd like to say anything before we leave? Did you enjoy being on tonight?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Anything you'd like to say?
No.
Did you enjoy coming tonight?
Yes.
Yes, thank you for coming. Anything you'd like to say?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Any parting words you'd like to put out?
Just thank you for bringing me here, Sally. Thank
Good.
you.
And again, quickly, would you like to give the name of your agency and the address and
Okay,
the
it's called
phone
Soul
number?
Shop Programs in Oakland, California, but we're all over the Bay Area, all over the country. And give us a call, and we do pretty powerful work.
You certainly do, and I want to thank you for coming. And these two shows have been very powerful, and I hope the children learned a lot. So without further ado, let's tell our watching audience goodbye. Goodbye,
Bye.
everybody, and thank you for watching.